Hey, how's it going out there, folks? Welcome back here to a Friday night. Finally made it to the weekend. The weekend is definitely upon us here, about 11:08 p.m. California time. September 20th, 2024 is the date here, at least in this California time zone. Out there in the New Zealand area, probably a little bit later. Living in the future out there. Latest activity here on the Earthquake 3D globe shows some movement. Looks like a 3.4 down here across the Middle America Trench. One of the latest quakes there on the globe. Let's go ahead and check in with California, see what we got going on down here for now. Nothing above 2.5 out here. Well, I take that back here. Let's look at the 2.5 map and above the latest one, 3.0, just shy of the Cascadia megathrust area. Look at that. Just shy here. Earlier this evening, very shallow earthquake. Of course, we've got a little concern here that we could see some larger scale movement there across the southern end. Cascadia has been known to rupture in segments. So a little bit of unsettling news there, at least for a three-pointer. The rest, a little bit of earthquake activity down south here as well. So I take that back. There wasn't a whole lot of activity above 2.5, but we did have a few earthquakes. We have had a few earthquakes out here. That is along the San Jacinto fault zone for 2.6 earlier this evening. A couple earthquakes down south here along the southern end of the Elsinore fault for a 1.5. Earlier today, we had a little bit of earthquake activity on the Puente Hills Thrust Fault, 2.3 and a 0.8. Now, I'm going to be driving down to this area next week here from Northern California to kind of just give a visual of the dynamics out here at hand in terms of the plate tectonics. Obviously, Highway 1 here, beautiful coastal highway, but it does sit on the Malibu Coast Fault. And they have been seeing a little bit of earthquake activity as well out here in a little cluster of area just off of this region. I'm probably going to go down here along N9 off of 1 here and just investigate, maybe talk to a few folks there, see if they know about the geology down there in that area. And while I'm down there, I may check out, I don't know, I really don't want to venture into downtown Los Angeles area. It's a little sketchy. It's populated. So I may avoid that. But there's a couple other regions out here I may check out. Malibu area for certain. I am going to go down there and check out this coastal fault zone. And Highway 1 just runs right up against it. I'm asking if anyone wants to help out here with some gas donations. It's an 8-hour drive from me. I would appreciate even $5, $10, $20, whatever you want to help out. I'm not asking for $100 or $200. If you want to donate that much, that would help out, and I would definitely give you a huge shout out for that. But if anyone wants to help out here for the trip down here next week, I will be live streaming as well. So we'll make it a viewer interaction while I'm down there and do some geology studies and talk to a few folks that may be knowledgeable in terms of earthquake activity out here. Against a sufficient, it's a very extensive fault system out here that runs opposite of what you normally see in California as far as the up and down motion of the plate. This runs opposite here from west to east, unlike the north west to southeast motion there of the general plate movement. So it's obviously a major area. It can produce some large earthquakes. So I'm going to go down there and investigate a little bit here next week. And again, if you can help out in any potential way, there's a couple different ways to donate. You can do it here on YouTube as a super chat or a super thanks. Or if you want to help out through PayPal, earthmastermel@gmail.com is my PayPal address. The rest of Southern California down here, a couple smaller earthquakes along the San Jacinto fault zone. But we'll be down there next week to investigating some of the areas down there. Northern California, pretty quiet. A little swarm outside of Long Valley supervolcano, but generally very small microquakes out there. Nothing major going on. Getting a return of earthquake activity here across the area just outside of Walker Lake. See how this is all starting to fill in? A couple days ago here, we seen Las Vegas kicking back up. Now we're getting the activity up north here around the Walker Lake area. Next, I guarantee you, almost certainly, we'll probably see some activity out here south of Well, where's Tonopah? Where'd you go, Tonopah? Tonopah, Nevada? Where are you? Oh, right here, down here. We'll probably get some movement here filling in eventually, as we've seen here over the last couple weeks. And it's following that similar pattern to what we've seen here over the last 2 months or so. It started off with an earthquake swarm here in California, or Las Vegas area. That hop, skipped, and jumped here towards the Walker Lake area, and then Tonopah filled in. All this time that activity was occurring here along western Nevada, we've seen elevated activity here across Southern California. We have not seen any elevated activity here, specifically in Southern California over the last couple of days, although general microquake activity here in various regions, including the Puente Hills thrust fault. But I don't expect that quiet spell to last for long. There's that earthquake out here across the southern end of the Cascadia mega thrust area for a 3-pointer. Very shallow earthquake. Let me see what we got here for the Tremor map tonight. Cascadia Tremor. Are we working? Oh, 0 KBs. Look at that. Goodness, they're trying to shut us down right now. So I don't know how long I'm going to be online here. Hopefully, there we go. We came back a little bit, it looks like. You guys see that? Look at that. See what happens here when I'm doing an update? Things are... I'm getting attacked right now is what's going on there. Look at the KB ratio. No outbound traffic, no inbound traffic here. And somebody is up to no good. I don't know who it is, what program is doing it. But I'm certain the live stream went down right now. Yep, look at that. Offline. Okay, it looks like we're back. Is the live stream back up? Nope, it's done. Look at that, finished. Voila, done. So I'm going to continue this update while I'm up. But you see what happens here? Whenever I'm trying to do an update and talk about earthquake activity, and I'm talking about going down to Southern California, someone brings me down. So obviously I have a viewer out here that does not appreciate this channel whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and finish this here real quick. For the live streamers, obviously the stream went down. Let me type this in here. Be right back. Obviously, I know the stream's down. For the folks out there on the live stream, I apologize about it. They have no clue what's going on, but they will once they watch this update. Continuing on here, it's just very weird, folks. I'm telling you, someone somewhere does not like me speaking out here about earthquakes. Texas area, the very minimal earthquake activity out there. One earthquake outside of New York. A little New Jersey earthquake out here, a little 1.9 early this morning. As far as large-scale activity goes, most of the movement here today clustered across the Tonga Trench and the Kermadec Islands area, where we're seeing a handful of earthquakes. I brought back the earthquake 3D stream here because I took it offline here because I don't know what program is causing me the issues right now. I don't know if it's the Earthquake 3D program. I don't know if it's just in general visiting the USGS stations, maybe the Tremor network. It seems like when I attempted to connect to this network, that's when things went downhill. Right now we're working, but I'm going to have to mark that down here and see if that happens again with the PNSN.org network, Pacific Northwest Seismic Network. So if you've been watching this channel, I've had issues here over the past couple of years with the stream going down at various odd times and sometimes consistently. That shows a pattern of someone doing it on purpose. Tremor activity here tonight, and I utilize their site here. Only 40 epicenters across the northwestern area of the Pacific Northwest. Nothing major going on there for now. New Zealand area, most of the movement obviously well northward of there. A couple deeper earthquakes there just off the North Island coast. So we'll go ahead and cut this short here just because of the stream going down. I need to get that back up and running. Deeper activity here through the Middle America Trench and the South America area. A handful of smaller quakes. Nothing major going on out there across the Atlantic aside from a 4.7 way down south in the South Sandwich Trench there for now. Space weather activity, looking at a little lull in activity in terms of any significant flare. In fact, the flare threat has dropped down to about 5% chance there. Significantly lower over the last couple days. Our sunspot of interest out here, goodness, look at that, has drastically dropped. That was that our 3825 over here? Look at that. Look how degraded that sunspot has gone in the last 24 hours or so. We've lost a lot of dynamics there. Not a whole lot behind it as well. Nothing major. Over across the eastern limb on the far side, there's a number of sunspots out there we're kind of watching. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. Far as tropical systems there in the Gulf of Mexico, looking at next week here, forecasting, all the weather models here have been pretty consistent with a high probability of some tropical development there in the Gulf of Mexico, spelling trouble for the south and potentially Florida as well. This is for Friday, showing a pretty decent sized hurricane there coming into the Louisiana area eastward there across the Florida Panhandle. So we'll check back on that as things progress. All right, folks, I'm going to bounce out of here. Again, you guys seen the live stream go down as I was doing the update. It pretty much killed my KB ratio here, which is my upload stream, and I couldn't download anything either. So whatever it is, it lasts for just enough time frame. My router didn't reset. It's not my router resetting. It's someone that is killing my IP address there for a short amount of time, just enough time to bring the live stream down here. And we were streaming for 484 hours now, and that was total watch time duration is 167 hours, so a fairly lengthy time frame there for the live stream. But now I got to restart it. So thank you to whoever is watching this update that doesn't like me. I mean, it's just, I don't understand. I'm going down to Southern California. I'm checking out some earthquake activity and areas of some concern down there. And that appears to have sparked up a little bit of frustration with whoever is trying to bring me down. Let me know, folks, if you have any ideas of what's going on here. It's been almost a consistent event. Sometimes we'll get the live stream going for a couple months and no issues. It's almost like they give up, and then they get that interest. Oh, what's the Earthmaster doing? Let's go pay attention and see if we can cause him some trouble. A year or so ago, when I was running a laptop for the live stream, a gaming laptop, they used to reset my computer in the middle of the night somehow, and I programmed the computer to not reset during even a critical event. But somehow they managed to reset it, and they're still messing with my stream and preventing my data from going out there, which, of course, will shut down the live stream. Live stream will be up here in just a few minutes, folks. Have a good night. We'll catch you guys back out here for the Saturday morning update.